Hello, and welcome to my official predictions video for NXT Vengeance Day 2024. On the Wikipedia article, the matches are listed in what I deem to be quite a strange order. So I'm actually going to start with the 5th match listed, and then work my way down and loop from the bottom to the top and finish on the 4th match, because that's what I think will probably be the main event. So, without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the 6-person mixed tag team match, which is the Family, Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stacks, Lorenzo, and Adriano Rizzo, against Out the Mud, they're called. I didn't know they had that name, which is Scripps Group, Lucien Price, Bronco Nima, and Jada Parker. So, here's the thing. The Family are the tag team champions, right? And if Out the Mud were to beat the Family, they'd probably be looking at getting a tag title shot, but there's already a tag title shot being earned in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic on this night. So I'm going to go with the Family to win. Yeah, just because to me that makes more sense rather than lining up too many challenges and making a big old mess. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Family to pick up the win in that match. Up next, we have Dijak versus Joe Gacy in a no disqualification match, which this new Joe Gacy gimmick is a lot of fun. He's a bit crazy. Well, he's a lot crazy. He just got thrown off like I think it was like a shipping container or something. I'm not sure exactly what it was they were on. He got thrown off, and then Dijak says he wants him in the match, and Ava's like, "Are you crazy? You might have just killed him." And Joe Gacy's just like, "Yeah, that sounds fun. I'm in," which was pretty fun. Who's gonna win it is a bit of a tricky one, really, because this new Joe Gacy gimmick seems like it has legs, but whether it has legs in terms of winning a lot and becoming like a main event star, I'm not sure. Dijak feels like a ready-made NXT main eventer / call backup guy at any given moment. But then it's whether you use him to elevate other people, or whether you give him a win here to use him to elevate someone else, such as a main eventer or a North American champion or something like that. So this is, I feel, a tricky one to predict. I'm wondering if the fact that it's no DQ, Joe Gacy is going to kind of out-crazy Dijak and pick up the win. But I'm actually going to go with Dijak in this one and just see what happens. I really don't know what they've got planned for Gacy, so I'm curious to see how this one goes. Next, what will possibly be the opener of the whole show is the Men's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals between Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker, the Wolf Dogs, and Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. So, here's the thing. Melo is quite well established on SmackDown. Trick has just shown up on SmackDown as well and made the save. And so I'm not sure if Trick's been called up as well. There was a lot of talk of people being very impressed with Trick Williams when he did his SmackDown thing. If they win here, they are then required to stay on NXT to have that tag title shot. Also, I'm pretty sure the Family are baby faces at the moment. I don't know. I'm up to date with NXT, and I'm not sure I understand NXT. I enjoy it, but I'm not sure I understand it. That's why I'm finding these predictions quite tricky. But I think I'm going to go with the Wolf Dogs, Corbin and Breakker, to win. I think them challenging the Family makes more sense. I think that team has more legs. They're teasing this Melo and Trick breakup. They're either going to break up and then feud onto the main roster, you know, after a bit of a feud in NXT, I guess, or they're going to stick together and go to the main roster, I feel. But either way, I don't think they win here. So yeah, I'm going to go with Corbin and Breakker, but I genuinely wouldn't be surprised to see me be wrong on this one. Up next, as listed on Wikipedia, the singles match for the NXT Women's Championship, which is Lyra Valkyria defending against Roxanne Perez. And again, this one's really tricky because both women making really good claims. Like, Perez never lost the title, and Lyra Valkyria is, like, still a year or something into her career in NXT. So, like, you know, can Roxanne just sort of, like, out-experience her, which is weird because Roxanne Perez is like 21 or 22 or something ridiculous, but she's got a lot of experience both in NXT and beforehand. So, difficult to say, really. This whole storyline with Lyra's stalker friend person, again, doesn't really... it doesn't unmuddy the waters, does it? Because I've forgotten her name, but she could easily accidentally cost Lyra the title, or she could help Lyra retain and Lyra doesn't appreciate it. Like, you know, it's really tricky, and I don't know who challenges next. There's a lot of really talented women on the NXT roster, but in terms of someone being lined up to be next, I don't know who it would be. I really don't know who to predict in this one. I'm going to say Roxanne. No. I'm going to say Lyra Valkyria, and I think the Stalker lady is going to help her, and she's not going to appreciate it, and that's going to be the match at Stand and Deliver. I was thinking maybe having that match non-title, and Perez can defend the title, like that Stalker woman messes up, but I think Lyra Valkyria comes out of it looking better if she wins, doesn't realise that it's because of interference, and then it's made clear to her, and she's fuming about it and wants to fight her, than if she just loses because of her and decides to get revenge. I don't mean better in terms of talent, I mean better in terms of, like, morals. So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to go with Valkyria. Next, we have the NXT North American Championship. Obafemi, the new champion, defending against Dragon Lee, who he won it from with his breakout tournament contract thingy-majig that essentially works like a Money in the Bank contract, it seems. So that's powerful. I think Obafemi's probably going to win here. Seems like he's being lined up for quite the push. Dragon Lee's a main roster guy. It's about time the titles ended up all back on NXT people and stay there. Like, so, because it went straight from Dom to Dragon Lee, and it's finally ended up on a NXT guy. I think leave it there. Give Obafemi a big win. And finally, the singles match for the NXT Championship. Now, my predictions might not be popular, and they're not even popular with me, because I like Trick Williams as much as the next guy. But I'm going to pick Ilya Dragunov to retain again, and it's for the same reason as before, which is I think Trick Williams might be getting called up to the main roster. So putting the NXT title on him right now makes no sense at all. Ilya Dragunov can go on to face like a Dijak, or, I don't know, one of countless other people. The feud options are the same because they're both currently baby faces, so the feud options are the same either way, so that doesn't really affect it. But as much as I'd love to see Dragunov get called up, he just doesn't seem to be on the cards, at least until after WrestleMania. So I would have Dragunov retain, possibly because of Trick Williams getting hurt in the Classic finals, or because of Hayes turning on him, or something like that. I don't know. Like, they're not going to do it clean, I'm pretty sure of that. But yeah, I think Dragunov retains here. And then Williams maybe has one last feud with Hayes on the way out. Maybe just goes straight to SmackDown. I don't know. But yeah, let's just recap those predictions real quick. I've got the Family winning the 6-person mixed tag team match. I've got Dijak beating Joe Gacy. The Wolf Dogs winning the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic finals. Lyra Valkyria retaining the Women's Championship, Obafemi retaining the North American Championship, and Ilya Dragunov retaining the NXT Championship. So 3 retains in the 3 title matches. Let me know your predictions in the comments, why I'm wrong if you disagree with me, etc, etc. Let's have a bit of a discussion. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new here, and I'll be doing a review of this show, hopefully as early as tomorrow. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ebeza, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.